Bill and Ted are high school students and close friends who have problems in their studies. They often skip classes, preferring to spend their time building their rock band, dreaming of musical fame. Their goal is to become great rock stars. Although their skills as musicians leave much to be desired, their band has not yet gained a single listener, but the young men see themselves at the pinnacle of fame. Teachers, including Mr. Ryan, their history teacher, do not share their enthusiasm and question their future. Both characters cannot concentrate on their studies and find it difficult to prepare for an important history exam. If they fail the exam, the future of their dreams could be jeopardized. Ted could end up at the military academy his father wants to send him to if he doesn't improve his grades. Once devising a plan to pass the exam, Bill and Ted ponder how they can best present a paper to get any grade at all. They must explain how historical figures saw the world and what their ideals were, but they have no idea how to do it. Unable to concentrate, the friends begin to joke and daydream, but suddenly Rufus, a mysterious man from the future, appears in front of them, claiming to have been sent to help them. He comes from a distant future in which their music has become a cultural phenomenon and has led to world peace and prosperity. He explains that if they do not pass the test, the future they seek may not happen, and this will lead to chaos and the destruction of the harmony humanity has achieved. Rufus brings with him a telephone box, which turns out to be a time machine. He suggests that they travel through different eras to study historical figures and present them in his report. Without thinking long, Bill and Ted agree and embark on an adventure through time. Their first stop is ancient Greece, where they meet Socrates, a philosopher known for his thoughts on the nature of knowledge and truth. Socrates, at first not understanding either the language or the behavior of the young men, soon takes an interest in them. Bill and Ted, using gestures and simple phrases, explain to Socrates the essence of their assignment. They convince him to travel with them into the future, and Socrates agrees, believing it may bring new insights and a challenge to his mind. The heroes continue their journey and find themselves in medieval England, where they meet Joan of Arc. Inspired by their determination and tales of their great purpose, Joan agrees to join them, hoping that this journey will bring her new insights into her mission. The next stop is the American Revolutionary era, where Bill and Ted meet George Washington himself, marching to battle. Both characters are struck by his greatness and willingness to give up everything for their country. Although Washington is initially dubious of these unusual young men and their strange history, he soon sees their good intentions and willingness to learn and helps them gain a deeper understanding of what it means to be a leader. Next, they head to the Mongol Empire and meet Genghis Khan, a formidable conqueror known for his military strategy and ruthlessness. Although they fear his temperament and aggressiveness, Bill and Ted use their good-natured approach and unusual tricks to convince him to join their team. As the story progresses, the characters find themselves in the era when Ludwig van Beethoven lived and are mesmerized by his brilliant music. Seeing that Beethoven is engrossed in his creative process, Bill and Ted decide not to interrupt him, but soon discover that the composer is interested in their stories about the future. Beethoven agrees to travel with them, hoping to see how his music will affect future generations. The characters soon find themselves in 18th century France, where they meet the Marquis de Sade, which adds spice and surprise to their journey. Although the Marquis has a reputation as an eccentric writer, he takes an interest in their tales of the future and readily agrees to their proposal. Traveling onwards, Bill and Ted travel to remote ancient Egypt and meet Cleopatra. Mesmerized by her beauty and strength, they persuade her to join their team. Cleopatra sees them as a fresh way of looking at the world, and she finds the very idea of time travel exciting and unusual. Finally, they return to the present, bringing with them a group of historical figures from different eras. They arrive at their school, where they are preparing for the final stage of their speech to the class, where they have to present their report. The auditorium is full of classmates, teachers, and administration, all waiting to see how these two seemingly carefree students can handle such a challenging assignment. Bill and Ted begin their report by introducing each of the historical characters and giving each one the floor. The characters take turns talking about their ideals, experiences, and their view of the world. Socrates shares his reflections on knowledge with the audience, challenging students to think about the search for truth. Joan of Arc inspires everyone with her faith and determination to fight for her beliefs. even when danger awaits her. Washington talks about the importance of freedom and responsibility, reminding them of the values and responsibilities to society. Genghis Khan, despite his formidable reputation, shares his thoughts on the importance of unity and discipline, and Beethoven demonstrates the power of art and music to bring people together. Cleopatra, who epitomizes the luxury and grandeur of the ancient world, talks about the pursuit of power and responsibility to the people. During their performance, the hall is gradually immersed in an atmosphere of respect and admiration as they listen to the stories of historical figures brought to life within the walls of the school. Teachers and students are amazed at how Bill and Ted have managed to transform a boring school report into an exciting performance that brings together different eras and cultural backgrounds. When all the historical characters have finished their presentations, Bill and Ted summarize their journey by saying that each historical figure has made a unique contribution to shaping society and that all eras are interconnected and important to understanding the present and future. Their words are heartfelt and elicit a standing ovation from the audience. After completing their presentation, Bill and Ted feel a deep sense of satisfaction and confidence that they have accomplished their task. They say goodbye to their new friends from the past, and Rufus helps the historical figures return to their time periods. They each thank Bill and Ted for the opportunity to look to the future and better understand their importance to posterity. When the phone box disappears, Bill and Ted realize that through this adventure they have not only been able to save their future, but have also learned valuable lessons about friendship, courage, and responsibility. They realize that their dream of forming a great rock band can now become a reality,